Hi, and welcome to On a Budget. Today, we're going to be building a dolly, like the one we're using right now, and it's only going to cost you 30 bucks. So let's get building.
Things you'll need: 2 lengths of 2x4, 1 length of 1x3, a length of aluminum, 2 lengths of 1¼ PVC pipe, a miter box, a hacksaw and a wood saw, a drill, 1/4 inch drill bit, a measuring tape, 6 skateboard wheels and 6 ball bearings, 18 8x3 wood screws, 12 1x4 machine screws, 4 PVC end caps, 12 washers, 10 nuts, and a screwdriver. The first step is to measure and cut 2 29-inch pieces of 1x3. Next, drill 1¼ inch hole into the 4 PVC end caps. Then, measure 27 inches on both sides of your 1x3 and find the middle. Next, drill 1¼ inch hole into the 1x3 and then attach the PVC end caps using nuts and bolts. Now assemble your track using the 1x3, the PVC end caps, and your PVC pipe. Now cut a 2x4 into a 27½ inch piece and another into a 35 inch piece. Then screw the 2 pieces together in the middle using 2 wood screws. Next, cut 2 pieces of 2x4 into 45-degree pieces and screw them to the mount for added support. Your mount so far should look something like this. Mind you, the 45-degree angle pieces are up to you. We chose to make ours somewhat short. Now measure and cut 3 6-inch pieces of aluminum. The next step is to measure the middle of each piece to make the hole for the skateboard wheels. Make sure to drill into the aluminum patiently with your 1/4 bit. Attach the ball bearing to the aluminum using 2 washers, a bolt, and a nut. The washers are so that the ball bearing does not rub against the aluminum. Now drill 4 holes on 4 corners of the aluminum. We ended up only using 2 of these 4 holes. Before screwing the aluminum to the 2x4, lay out your 3 pieces and place the track on top to find the best placement. Then secure the aluminum using 2 or 4 screws for each piece. Hey, you're done! Test out your brand new track. Also keep in mind that you can extend your track by just picking up some PVC extenders.
Well, that's it for this episode of On a Budget. If you'd like more information about how to build your dolly, visit our website. Until next time, I'm Shane Lynch. Thanks for watching.
Great build, Shane. This shot is actually using the camera dolly right now. So earlier in the show, we looked at the start of the behind-the-scenes production of the rally race. Now, let's go to the ending and see what happens after race day.
So, the race is over, all the footage has been shot, the camera operators have gone home, but it's not quite over. Now Adam can move to the third step in the process, post-production.
When the shoot day is finished, it's very critical that the very first thing we do is that we organize all of the media that was shot. The media that was shot is more important even than the gear that was rented. The camera may be worth $100,000, but if we don't bring the discs that we shot home and we bring them home safely, we don't have a show. And that's game over for us. Choosing the shots that actually make the final cut into the show is one of the toughest decisions that we have to make. We make these decisions keeping in mind that we want to vary the shots from person to person and from car to car to keep it interesting for the viewer. Sometimes I may see something interesting in a shot that doesn't translate to someone that doesn't understand the sport, and I have to dispassionately cut it for something that is more exciting. These decisions can be really difficult. Once a rough cut is complete, with all of the interview content and race action pack content complete, we are able to script the show. Typically, we script the show with the show approximately 1 minute fat or 1 minute longer than the network's requirements. That way, once it's narrated, we can use that as a guide to shrink the show down to the exact time that the network requires.
The commentators are a very important part of the production. They connect with the audience and let them know what's going on during the race. They come into the studio and narrate the show. Once Adam is finished with them and the voiceover, he creates a final edit to deliver to the network.
This business is extremely stressful. There are a lot of challenges that you have to overcome in order to get a show to the network on time. The deadlines are brutal. The quality control requirements are unbelievable. Not a single frame in the show can be wrong. Not a single frame in the show can have an error. But when it's all finished and you're out there hanging out with your buds at a bar and you happen to look up and see one of your shows on the monitors, there's no other feeling like it in the whole world. You can look up there and say, yep, that's my show. And you can't compare that feeling to anything else.
I definitely have a new appreciation for the kind of work that goes into those productions. So that about wraps things up today for Inside Media. I'd like to thank Claude for coming in and talking with us. And if you'd like to find out any more information about how to make a dolly or some fun stuff about the crew, either check us out Inside Media on Facebook or our website, loyalisttv.com/Inside Media. So hopefully you learned some new things today about behind the scenes work, and we'll see you next time on Inside Media.
I don't know, what do you want me to say? Just tell me. Hi everyone, and welcome to On a Budget. Let's do it again. Today we're gonna be, where we show you how to build camera equipment, fresh and cost. I still want to say cheap. Should have never called this thing On a Cheap.
Bancroft and TV Go. We'll you excuse me. Experienced individual from sorry.
Let's do it again.
We have Claude Garapy, the man behind the camera. Claude. C. Garapy. Now let's go to the ending and see what happens after race day.
That'd be a weird show.
Just do the whole thing, like half dance. And we'll see you next time on Inside Media.